this is a diamond shovel, and it is one of the best items in the game. Okay, well, hold on. Let's back up for a second. Welcome to Hypixel Skyblock, an MMORPG made entirely within the confines of Minecraft. There are many custom items, such as this diamond shovel, which is actually an item called the Aspect of the Void, or AOTV, which allows a player to teleport 12 blocks forward, and with a specific upgrade, up to 61 blocks. And well, I really need one. Not only is it extremely useful to have, it makes many other parts of the game significantly more efficient. But how exactly do I acquire one? Normally, it's as simple as walking into the auction house and spending 20 mil. But I am on Ironman, a challenge game mode which blocks me from interacting with the economy, meaning I have to grind any items myself. With that, it becomes much more convoluted. I will need to progress with slayers, bosses which have rare drops and useful resources. The AOTV is unlocked at tier 6 in Enderman Slayer, but to even be able to fight that, I have to start with the easiest boss, Revenant Horrors. Hey, now before we continue, this video has taken me well over 4 months to make, and over 100 hours in those 4 months. I would greatly appreciate if you would like the video and subscribe as I'm getting really close to 50k. Also, comment your favorite type of energy drink. This is definitely not engagement bait, but I'm just saying if you comment anything other than monster, your opinion is wrong. Now I'm gonna stop yapping. Enjoy the video. I need to do some slayers. I have over 500 hours on this profile, and I'm still level 0 on all of them. And there's a lot of stuff that I need from them. Namely, my main goal right now is an Aspect of the Void, as well as an ether warp conduit, since this will make my life a whole lot easier. But I can't immediately start on Eman. I'm gonna have to come down to this basement right here and talk to Maddox. And we're gonna be starting with Revenant Horrors. So I have to start with the tier 1 and go all the way up to, I believe, tier 3. I suppose we just start with a tier 1. This will take all of 5 seconds to spawn. So with this Valk right here, I do, 75,000 damage a hit. I don't think this will take long. So we spawn it in and one tap it. Cool. I guess this is what I get for doing dungeons before even starting slayers. Collect the reward of a whopping 6 XP, and we get Zombie Slayer level 1, which gives me 2 health, a Wand of Healing recipe, and 15 Skyblock XP. Cool, on to tier 2. Do a little bit of slapping, and here we go, and one tap it again. I also just realized I was not wearing armor for either of those. Anyway, 31 XP, as well as Zombie Slayer level 2, which I get the dreaded Revenant Viscera, which is going to eat through all my supplies of string and rotten flesh. Great, looking forward to that. And sure, why not do a T3? And I'm gonna go ahead and put on my Necron for this one. Don't really have a good helmet for slayers, but it will have to do. Oh, and that's fitting. I just got a ghoul pet. That's pretty rare. Not really all that good of a pet, but I do actually need one. It gives me much more combat XP against zombies, which I was actually about to mention that I don't have a wolf, and I don't even have like any kind of combat pet. I have a lion, which will help me do more damage, but I'm just gonna be using a black cat for magic bind. So I guess I'll equip this during spawn. Here's a T3. Do I one tap it as well? Oh, no. Okay, well, 2 tap works. And 125 XP. Now, before I get onto the T4, there's something that I do need to go get. And that's going to be a Maddox bat phone, which I need to go, I believe, kill a Sven T3. So let's go ahead and move on to the Tarantula Broodfather. Going to go to the Isle for this, since I can spawn it in, I think, 1 kill. Let's see, do I do enough damage? Oh, yeah, definitely. Okay, 2 kills. And there we go. And I one tapped it. Great. And tier 2 and tier 3, which this guy just hyped for me. And now we're on to the important stuff. So if I look at boss leveling rewards under Sven, at Wolf Slayer level 3, I get the Maddox Bat Phone. So I guess we go to the Hub Castle. So this boss right here might get me to tier 3. I'm not entirely sure. But if I go to Hub real fast, we can check. So I claim that, and nope, 88 XP. So I guess might as well try a T4. I should be able to kill it relatively easily. A bit slow, but I can definitely do it. This one actually does a tiny bit of damage to me. I immediately heal it, but it does do damage to me. And there we go. If I talk to Maddox again, we get 625 Wolf Slayer XP, which will get me to Wolf Slayer level 3, and get me a Maddox Bat Phone, which will just massively improve my quality of life when doing slayers. Now that all that's done, we're going to be going back to Revs, since there is a bunch of stuff that I need from here, namely a Reaper Scythe, as well as a Wand of Atonement. Both of these will help a lot in me trying to do Eman later, but I also just kind of generally need to level it. So let's try a T4. This shouldn't be too hard. Oh yeah, it has like no health, and it's dead. The only thing I'm really concerned about is tier 5. Since I definitely do the damage, I just don't know if I can tank it. But we are now tier 3, meaning I unlock a couple things, none of them particularly useful. Mostly just stuff used in crafts later down the line. And now, to do a T5, I need to be Revenant Horse Slayer 7. Okay, I'm gonna have to do a lot more tier 4s. I also need to remember how exactly do I I unlock Auto Slayer? You know what? I'll worry about that later. I will just do it manually. And here we have Zombie Slayer level 4, which I get a travel scroll to the hub crypts recipe and some other armor recipes. It's not Reaper armor, so I don't care. This boss should get me to the next level. So if I claim this, yep, there we are. Zombie Slayer level 5, which I actually unlock the small Slayer sack at, which would be really useful to have. And that's 8 Revenant Viscera. I don't think I have that much string. I will wait on that. I kill this mini boss right here. This is going to be the last boss until Rev 6. And so if I call up Maddox, I can go ahead and claim this, and we will be hitting Zombie Slayer level 6, which really the only thing of note in there is the Reaper Falchion. Other than that, it's just stuff used in other recipes or something that I'm going to upgrade later. But now that I am level 6, I remembered how I unlock Auto Slayer, which I really need. I'm really used to having it on my main profile, and I keep just running around killing zombies with no quest. So yeah, how you get it is pretty simple. You just need to be level 6 of any 3 Slayers. So basically, I need to go do Terra and Wolf level 6, which will take like all of 5 seconds. Give me a moment. Spider level 3 and Spider level 4 on the very next boss. This should be the last boss until, I believe, Spider 5. I don't really trust my own memory, but let's see. Not yet, there it is. And hopefully Spider 6 doesn't take me very long. This should be the last boss until Terra 6. Just gonna fail the day swap real fast. But if I go ahead and claim that, Spider Slayer level 6, which gives me access to the medium Slayer sack, which I definitely am gonna get, and it flycatchers, which I totally am gonna get. Yes, totally, definitely. And spin 4, very nice. Wolf Slayer level 5, wahoo. Now, Wolf 6 might take a little bit, since my spawns are slow and my bosses are also relatively slow. About to spawn the last boss until spin 6. This took longer than I hoped it would, and my back is mildly in pain now. This is information you needed to know. Anyway, it's about to die. I just go ahead and claim this. There we go. Wolf Slayer level 6. And first of all, I unlock the Mana Flux Power Orb recipe, which is actually very useful. The rest of that is significantly less useful, but I will definitely be going for this pretty soon. It'd be very nice for some other Slayers. But now the big thing I got out of all of that was Auto Slayer, so now I don't have to actually remember anything. I can just turn my brain off and go do revs. Hopefully it shouldn't take me too long to go hit Rev 7. Well, that's my first RNG from Revs, a beheaded whore, and I'm sure there are many more to come. This is going to be the last boss until Rev 7. Let's see, do I hit the day axe swap? I do. Can go ahead and sell that foul flesh, but there it is. I have unlocked Zombie Slayer 7, which with that, I get a bunch of different things. First of all, I can craft the zombie artifact, a Reaper mask, which will be really nice, a Reaper scythe, which I do really want, Wand of Atonement, which I really want, as well as full Reaper armor. Pretty much all of this I want to get at some point, but I can now go ahead and claim that. And we should also, yep, there it is, level 200 on the Ironman. Much better color in my opinion. Now that I am Rev 7 though, I can actually start working towards some of the drops that I need, namely scythe blades. I need a good chunk of scythe blades, and also dropping some Revenant Viscera would be nice, since I need an insane amount of that. I did put down some minions to make me some string though, so I can get cracking on that. And if I can get RNG carried on a Warden Heart, that would be amazing. So I'm just gonna go ahead and slap my RNG meter on it. But things I'm gonna be looking towards getting now is of course the Slayer sack and probably a Reaper Falchion, since I think it'll be a little bit better than my Valk in terms of doing revs. And then afterwards, a Wand of Atonement and a Reaper Scythe. I'm not going to be super concerned about getting Reaper armor, since I'm realistically only going to get that once I start going for Rev 9. I should hopefully have everything that I need, preferably before Rev 8. Now, the next around 8 minutes of footage, my audio was entirely not recorded, so here's editing me to give you a rundown. First off, I went ahead and went through with getting my Reaper Falchion. I didn't have quite all the materials, and it was a ton of rotten flesh, and I needed to go mine a bunch of diamonds. But after I crafted it, I went and tested it, and was disappointed. It was worse than my Valkyrie. I guess I have some fodder to put in the museum now. But since I still wanted to increase my damage, and wanted to stop using a golden Necron head as my main helmet outside of dungeons, I decided to go for a tarantula helmet. And for that, I needed to mine a bunch of flint. And while mining all of that, I finally realized my audio was not being recorded and fixed it. This should be enough flint. Just need to grab some tarantula webs out of this chest, and I should be able to make the 3 tarantula silk that I need. Now I just need 2 stacks of iron, and if I put this here, here, and this here, we get a tarantula helmet, which will basically be my main helmet until I end up getting something like a warden helmet or crimson. Anyways, time to go do revs and hopefully get a scythe blade. Well, I finally got an RNG off a T5, and it's a snake rune. Do not remember how rare those are, but yay, I guess. Well, I was planning on going and recording me complaining pretty soon, but I got a scythe blade. I've done, I want to say a little over 200,000 XP today. But yeah, I just got it. One shy of 200 magic finds, and well, I have it. I do need to get another 8 of these so I can get a Reaper Orb, but we'll worry about that later. Now I have the one that I have. So pretty much I just need to wait on minions and craft a couple more Reaper falchions. I may also have to wait on minions for these. I don't think I have that much rotten flesh. And what do you know? Very next boss, I got a beheaded horror. This is 2 of many. This might be the last boss until Rev 8. I went ahead and decided to just finish it up since I was so close. Oh, yep, and there it is. So I unlocked the Reaper Orb recipe, Axe of the Shredded recipe, and the Warden Helmet recipe, as well as I finally get a mix in. Go ahead and claim this and get 150 Skyblock XP, as well as plus 50 health regen, which will be really nice. But I think I need to move on to one of the other things I'm gonna need, or eventually getting to Eman, which is getting an overflux. I'm gonna need to do a lot of wolves. Now this is the overflux power orb, and it's one of the most important items for anything combat related that's relatively difficult. And here's why it's so good. It costs 40% of your maximum mana, and for 60 seconds, you get 100% more mana regen, 2.5% more health regen, an extra 5 vitality and mending, which is again more health regen, and 25 strength, which is all buffs to everything I need to do for Eman. So it was imperative to go get one of these. But unfortunately, what's needed to craft it is a really rare drop from Wolf Slayer. So I was going to be doing these for a while. Now, before I start going and doing a bunch of wolves, I am going to need something. I don't currently have a hound pet, which is what you would use to spawn wolves. It gives you a bunch more combat wisdom. So the next best thing is going to be a wolf pet, which I don't have either, but I can get pretty easily. And all I need for that is just a bunch of spruce wood. So I'm going to need to make a tree capitator, which I think I should just have everything for. I do have a bunch of obsidian in my stacks. I just need to quickly go get some enchanted jungle wood. I think I can probably just buy enough from the NPC. Then I just need some sticks, and we should be able to just go ahead and make this. Yep, there we go. Now if I just go into my enchanted mining sack, I do just have a bunch of obsidian, which is way more than I need. I'm pretty sure I have an extra like 5 stacks or something just in there, but now I have a tree capitator. Just need to quickly throw efficiency on it. Now this will be a tad scuffed as I do not have a monkey pet, but we will make do. I also don't have a foraging sack. This may take a little bit. It took me like 2 hours, but I have all the spruce that I need. I really do not enjoy foraging, but now I just need some eggs so I can go ahead and craft a super enchanted one. So if I put this in the middle and surround all of it, I just have to really hope this is legendary because I don't want to do any more foraging, since if I get epic, it won't have the combat XP boost perk. Let's just hope. It's epic. Great. Okay, how much is it to upgrade? It's, yes, 512 spruce wood. I am not doing that. I will cope with slower spawns. I guess time to go do wolves now, despite having wasted 2 hours of my time on a useless pet. I am on to the last boss until spend 7, which means a couple of things. Number 1, I will actually be able to drop an overflux, and number 2, I'll actually be able to use these 8 golden teeth that I crafted to get the final Slayer sack, both of which are very, very nice. It should spawn, yep. There it is. Now I just do a little bit of slapping. Make sure I don't actually fail the day swap on this one. Drop absolutely nothing. But we unlock the Hunter Talisman, Overflux, and Large Slayer Sack. Click to collect, and very nice. Now time for even more wolves so I can actually get an Overflux. Now after this, I stopped recording since I only wanted to start this video because a 3 perk Aatrox was mare, making my Slayers significantly more efficient and much more worth my time. But after it ended, I ended up working on other videos and came back the next time Aatrox was in office. Since the last clip you've seen, it's been about a month. Aatrox is no longer active since I basically stopped filming this video just immediately after it ended and worked on some other things. Anyway, I've progressed a bit since then. Instead of having a Valkyrie, I have a fully scrolled Hyperion. Other than that, that's about the only change. But now I'm coming back to this since I really want to do some Slayers. And for that, I'm gonna need to drop an Overflux.
Skill rank expired.
Oh my god, I gotta go Sharon. Well that certainly wasn't the drop I was looking for. It is an RNG though. Well, cool, I got another one like 20 bosses later. Great. Well, that's just great. I got another RNG. I don't even remember what this thing is used for. Okay, well actually that's kind of useful. At least it's not another kosher rune. I just realized this thing is nearly the same rarity as an overflux. At base, it is slightly less rare, but because I have my RNG meter on it, they are basically the same rarity. That's kind of unfortunate. Ooh, that's pretty good actually. That's the last furball that I need. Yeah, I have another 8 in here, meaning I can finally get off of Silky, since I believe Itchy is just better than Silky. So if I come in here to learn power, Slappy's all in here, and we get Itchy. And I'm like 90% sure this is just better. Okay, update. After some testing, it is most definitely not better. That is unfortunate. I could have sworn it was. Cool. That's great. I got a red claw egg. Now, I haven't gotten one before, so I do actually need it. But again, this thing's pretty rare, and nearly as rare as an overflux, I believe. So the overflux is 0.054, and the red claw is 0.12. Okay, never mind. It's way more common. I've been doing wolves for quite a while, and if I go up here, click on my RNG meter, I'm at 25% to an overflux. I'm really hoping I get it before then, but I'm at 300k stored XP. Okay, well now I'm mad. About 3 bosses after I recorded the last clip, I got another grizzly salmon. I do not need this. It is rarer than an overflux. I hate everything. Okay, look at this. 0.056. And with 25% meter, 0.06. An overflux is more common than this grizzly salmon. That's rough. Oh, would you look at that? I got another kosher rune. I sure love these things. They aren't that rare. I'm just annoyed because I've been doing spins for so long today. So while talking about nihilism and human existence, I dropped another grizzly salmon. I don't like this. I kind of want to go jump off a cliff. This is rarer than an overflux. Again, I hate everything. Just give me an overflux, please. I am currently working on spawning the last boss to Sven 8. It should spawn off of, I think, this kill right here. There we go. But I am about to hit Sven 8 without an overflux even seen, which is a little rough, but there we go. We lose less coins on death. I also get a hunter ring recipe, a plasma flux recipe, and the wolf fur mix-in, which is very nice, as well as 150 Skyblock XP. Click to collect, and there we go. And after that, I'm at 400,000 meter. I really hope I don't have to meter this, because this would take forever to get 1.2 million meter. I'd also be well over Sven 9 at that point. Dude, I swear to God. Oh my God. That's my 3rd grizzly salmon. And it's still so much rarer than an overflux. Dude. And after going through all 5 stages of grief over a silly little block game, I finally got it. Oh my God, I got an overflux. Dude, that took so long. Oh, okay, that's done. The clips I've included really doesn't do justice to how long this took. This was a solid week and a half of just straight grinding whenever I had free time. This really taxed my mental, but I finally had it done. Well, assuming editing me has the clip, I have an overflux now, and I don't even have a radiant power orb, but I can craft an overflux. That took way too long. I got it a little over halfway to Sven 9, and I believe before my RNG meter reset, I had around 42% on it, but it's done. So now I need to go actually craft some things. So first of all, a radiant power orb, which is very free. I just need 8 enchanted emeralds and some wolf teeth, which I should just have. Yeah, I have 1,000 enchanted emeralds and 67,000 wolf teeth. There we go. Give me that radiant power orb. And now I need to make a mana flux, which is going to be 32 golden teeth and 4 enchanted lapis blocks. I should just have enough lapis. Oh yeah, more than enough. Let's go ahead and make 4 of these. And I don't know if I have enough gold on me to make all of these golden teeth. Well, actually, no, I do. I only need 32, and the max I can craft is 81, apparently. Great, cool. I just have everything. So I can go there, and I need to split this lapis up, and just spread out the golden teeth. And there we go. We have a mana flux. And very last, the overflux power orb, which is significantly more expensive. I need 24 enchanted redstone blocks and 2 stacks of golden teeth, which I definitely don't have enough gold for. I also have no redstone at all. I suppose I'll just be sitting here for a little bit, mining up some redstone until I have 24 blocks. I accidentally overmined a little bit. I'm able to craft 26, but I only need 24, so I'll go ahead and make that. But now I just need to warp to the crystal nucleus and find a Mines of Devon and mine out a little bit of gold. I'm gonna need 4,096 in total. Hopefully this won't take that long. And I should have enough gold now. Yeah, 4,500. That should be it. And now I just need to craft 128 golden teeth, and I should be able to just go ahead and craft this overflux. I need to grab out all my redstone blocks, but this is everything. I believe it's overflux in the middle, split the golden teeth on the sides, and split the redstone like this. No, I think I swapped these. zombies. Yep, there we go. We will be having an overflux power orb. Unfortunately, I can't put any mana disintegrators on it until I get into Blaze, but I do have it now, and this will make getting into Eman significantly easier. Now that I have this overflux, I should just be able to finish up the rest of the prep that I need to do to get into Eman. So let me quickly make a list of what I actually need. I have assembled a list, and it's a lot shorter than I thought it would be, but there's still some stuff on here that'll take a little while. There's 3 main items that I need, with a 4th one after I get a little bit into Eman. That's going to be a Reaper Scythe, a Reaper Mask, so I can store a couple more souls in the Scythe, a Mythic Eman, and then after I get into Eman a little bit more, a Gloomlock Grimoire. And the only other 2 items on my list are more gemstones on my armor and hype, since, honestly, 1 flawless on each of these is not going to cut it. I need a lot more mana. And then on top of that, better MP. 701 is kind of mediocre and I need more. But now if it wasn't obvious, I'm going to be starting out RSMing Eman. It's not as efficient as it could be, but I don't need quite as much prep to get into it. Since right now I only need to go up to Eman 7, I figured why waste like another 100 hours getting a really good setup when I could just use one that I have and be less efficient. So let's get started on the prep. A lot of the zombie items shouldn't be too hard. I've had a Revenant minion down for quite a while recording this video, and I should have way more than enough enchanted rotten flesh. So for the Reaper Scythe, I need a stack of Revenant Viscera, a Scythe Blade, and 3 falchions. I'm just hoping I have enough string. I've also had a Tarantula minion down for quite a while, another Spider minion that I replaced with a Creeper minion a little while back, so I should have enough. Okay, so the max I can craft is 176, which is definitely not enough for every single craft that I need, but it will be enough for what I need to prep. So let's just go ahead and make a stack, and well, I just have a stack of Revenant Viscera on Ironman. Now, it's been a while since I made a Reaper Falchion. This shouldn't be that bad. So I'm gonna need a couple undead swords, then I can just go ahead and make 3 zombie hearts, and I think I might have enough diamonds. I do not. Okay, let me go grab some. So after a couple minutes of mining diamonds, I should just be able to super craft that, and that'll probably be enough. Now let's see, can I craft all the crystallized hearts? It looks like yes, so just make 3 of those. And now I should just be able to super craft 3 falchions. Yep, I can. And now I need to kind of do this thing again. So I need another 3 crystallized hearts. So let's super craft another 3 of these, and hopefully I mined enough diamonds to make another 3. I only mined enough for 2. Well, back to mining. Accidentally overmined a little bit, but I can just craft another 500 diamonds. And this should be way more than enough to craft a crystallized heart. Now I need to make 3 revived hearts, which means I need 24 zombies hearts. That's fun. I guess I'll just do these 8 at a time. This should be enough to make 1 revived heart and another 8 zombies hearts, and we get another revived heart and the final 8 zombies hearts, and we get the very last revived heart. Now I should just be able to supercraft 3 Reaper Falchions, and there we go. We have everything we need. I did not realize how expensive this item is, at least material wise. If I go into my little Slayer area here, I have a Scythe Blade and apparently 24 Revenant Viscera that I forgot about, but I should just be able to arrange everything in the crafting menu and get a Reaper Scythe. Scythe Blade goes here, and the Viscera goes here, and there we go, Reaper Scythe. And I'm gonna go ahead and take one of these Ultimate Wise 5s that I have saved up, and I'm gonna throw it on here. So I definitely don't want to be running out of mana while doing Eman. Also, I just realized there's an item that I neglected to put on my list, and that would be the Wand of Atonement, which is a really nice item to have for Eman because I'm gonna be taking a lot of damage while doing tier 4s. Problem is I have no idea if I actually have the resources to craft it after crafting the Reaper Scythe, but let's just see if I can get this done. Now the Wand of Healing is going to be obscenely cheap. Let's go ahead and craft one of those. Now to make a Wand of Mending, I'm going to need some Enchanted Dark Oak and a single Revenant Viscera. I guess I have to forage. This is fun. I'm having fun. I love foraging so much. I should have enough wood now, so I just need to go grab some of this Viscera, and I can just chuck it all in here, and we will have a Wand of Mending. Now for the Wand of Restoration, well, it looks like I'm foraging even more. I should have enough wood again, meaning I can pop this in here, pop this there, and the Viscera goes up top, and I get a Wand of Restoration. And lastly, for the Wand of Atonement, I need a stack of Viscera and more foraging. I'm definitely having fun. This is so fun. Like, this is the most fun gameplay loop Skyblock has ever added. I definitely don't regret hitting foraging 50. I don't want to redo my entire life and do literally anything else as a job. I should be able to craft the last 2 logs that I need, meaning I only need 57 more Revenant Viscera. And we can just go ahead and supercraft all of those. And now I can make a Wand of Atonement. Just need to put everything into the crafting table, and there we go. And I think I'm going to use the very last Ultimate Wise 5 that I have saved up up. I can always get more later, but this seems like a pretty worthy use of it. But now that I've crafted that, I don't know if I actually have everything to craft a Reaper mask. I do have the beheaded whore, definitely have the enchanted string, but I don't think I have enough rotten flesh for all of this. Yeah, I only have 1,000 left. That is nowhere near enough. So let's see how much I would need for 128 Revenant Viscera. I can only craft 55. I'm just gonna have to go do other stuff and wait for my minions to produce a little bit more rotten flesh. Up next on the list is getting a mythic Eman. As of right now, I only have a level 62 epic, but if I come into Cat, I can for a very hefty price upgrade it. Yeah, 32.5 million coins is a bit. I don't have that much money to my name right now, but I need to quickly get 8 enchanted Eyes of Endthr. Just need to buy a little bit of blaze powder from the witch, and I can go ahead and just make 8 of these. And back to Cat, just take my money. And I'm not waiting 12 days, I'm just gonna waste some bits. So if I buy 2 cat bouquets, that's gonna be 10 days, and another 2 cat flowers, and that's 12. Hello, cat. Would you like some flowers? I'm sure you do. Anyway, give me my pet now, please. Thank you. You're able to upgrade my Enderman to Legendary? Oh, that's amazing. Lovely. Now, in order to upgrade it to Mythic, I'm gonna need an Enderman Cortex Rewriter, which if I go to my bestiary, I believe is from Voidling Extremis, but I haven't killed any yet because I haven't had a reason to go over there. If I go ahead and warp to the end, let's just go to the Void Sepulchre, and let me just kill a couple of these to unlock the bestiary. I am not wearing armor. Okay, this should help with my damage a little bit. Okay, and here's an Extremis, so I can just nuke this real quick. It does a lot of damage to me, my goodness. And now I can go ahead and look at this. And yeah, it is from these 0.1%. So I just need to run around hyping some of these guys to death until I eventually get one. And while I'm here, I might as well buy an Ender Slayer 6, because my damage is a little pathetic. Should help quite a lot having this on my hype. I've been doing this for like 20 minutes, and I genuinely think I may have stopped blinking. This is so incredibly mind-numbing. I think I might have to come back to this later. This is a bit more of a grind than I was thinking it was going to be. Either that or just use Legendary Eman, since it still gives me the defense perk, and just worry about the Mythic Eman once I actually drop one of these naturally. I think I'll just do that. I can't do this right now. My eyes are in genuine pain. So with that, on to the next item on the list, which is better gemstones. Now, the reason why I don't have any of these second slots unlocked, let's just demonstrate with my Hyperion, is that the second slot is a combat slot, meaning I need a bunch of different gemstones just to unlock it. All of those are pretty easy, to be honest, other than the Jasper. I don't have a lot of Jasper, so I've been putting this off. As of right now, I do actually have 2.2 million Jasper, and I believe I would need about 2.5 million to unlock all the slots. Well, actually, never mind. I don't have slots on my Wither Goggles, so no, I just have enough Jasper. What am I waffling about? I guess all that Jasper mining I did that one day when I randomly found a fairy grotto actually paid off. Who would have guessed? Okay, so I have enough Jasper, but I'm still missing some other things, namely Ruby and Amethyst. Ruby I have basically none of, and Amethyst I also have basically none of. And both of these I need to have a little over 2 mil in order to unlock all the slots. And then after that, all I need is just a bunch more Sapphire. I have 12 million right now because I've been mining it out during fiestas, but this still won't be enough for all the perfects that I need. So let's start working towards getting these slots done. And this should be all the ruby that I need. If I go ahead and compact all of this, I should just be able to compact it into 4 flawlesses, which, yeah, I can. Now I need to go do the same thing, but with amethyst. And this should be all the amethyst. Just need to go ahead and compact all of it. And I, again, should be able to craft 4 of these. It's not telling me the max I can craft, but there we go. I'm also going to go ahead and just craft all the 4 rubies that I need. And now the other 2 gemstones that I need, I can go ahead and compact as well. This should be enough to craft 4 flawless jaspers. And then I also need 4 flawless sapphires. And with all of these, I should be able to go ahead and unlock some slots. Guess I'll go ahead and take my storm out, and we can unlock a slot on the chest plate, as well as the leggings and the boots. And then the very last slot, I'm going to be putting on my Hyperion. And after all that, I have 10 million sapphire left, which by rough guesstimation, I think that's enough for about 4.5 perfects. Although I don't even know if I have any of the robot parts that I would need in order to go get the crystal itself. Oh, never mind. I do. Cool, okay, so let's just go forge some perfects then. I'm just gonna go ahead and craft all of these into flawlesses. And I'm gonna go ahead and get a precursor apparatus as well. And now we just need to go find a structure. And here we are. I can just go ahead and give this to Dr. Robot and grab a sapphire crystal. And if we warp back to the forge, I can go ahead and throw one of these in here. That's the first perfect sapphire done. Out of, I believe, 8 total that I need. And here's the second perfect and the third. And we can throw the final perfect in the forge, and these will be done in about 18 hours. It's the next day, and there are a couple perfect sapphires in here. So if I go ahead and grab my storm and unlock my hype, we can go ahead and warp to the mines and apply a couple perfects. I guess we can start with the hype. We can throw one in there, throw one in the boots, one in the leggings, and finally one in the chest plate. But now I'm just gonna go ahead and remove all the flawlesses I had on here, since I just want to make it fully perfects. And now I need to do a little bit of math. So each flawless is 512,000 gemstones, meaning in flawlesses right here, I have a little over 2 million. And since I need roughly 2.55 million per perfect, let's just say it looks like I need a little over 8 million. And that's assuming I did my math correctly, which hopefully I did. But I guess this time I need to go set up a sapphire route. I finally have a route. This took like a solid hour and a half to find a lobby that wasn't insanely structure griefed. Fighting sapphire is fun. Anyway, I'm gonna be sitting here for like the next 3 hours. Yay. If I go into my gemstone stack, I overmined a little bit, but this should be enough. I do /recipe sapphire. I can go ahead and just compact everything, and I'll just craft a bunch of lawlesses. This should be everything that I need. Yeah, that's enough for 4 perfects. So I just need to go collect the crystal a couple times. So we can talk to Professor Robot once, and here's the first crystal. We can warp to the forge, and I can pop the first of 4 sapphires in there. And here's the second, the third, and the very last perfect that I need. These will be done in roughly 14 hours. It is the next day again, and we have 4 perfect sapphires. Meaning I can come in here and grab my storm, and we'll be able to put full perfects on it. We'll start with the chest plate. There you go, have a perfect. And the pants, there you go, also have a perfect. And the boots. And now that does look quite nice. Now, unfortunately, I loaned Benuli, my co-op, my Hyperion. So I can't put a perfect on it right now, as he has not given it back yet. He is very much asleep, and I don't really feel like giving him a free perfect sapphire and putting it on the spirit scepter, so I'll just wait until he wakes up and then steal it back. I've gotten my hype back from Manuli, meaning I can finally apply the last sapphire. Just go ahead and click on that, and there we go. Now I want to see what my mana is looking like. Also, before I forget, I'm going to go ahead and reforge all of my stuff to Brilliant, since I'm not doing dungeons right now, so I do not need to have it on Menacing. And this should just give me a little bit more mana. So I need to make sure my reforges are all okay. So I'm on Sighted and tuned to Intel, and I have 4.3k mana, which honestly, I would have hoped that all perfects would have raised it a little bit more, but it's fine. Although I don't actually have 100 levels, which means that my Wisdom enchant is not giving its full effect. So now with 100 levels holding my hype, I have 4.49. So not a ton more, but let's see what the damage is looking like. Just around 1.4 mil, it seems. And now the very last thing I have planned to help with my mana is to get my MP up, since 701 is not great. And I'm definitely missing a lot of very easy talismans. Although one problem I'm gonna run into is that I do not have enough space in my talisman bag. Although I don't believe the Jacobus upgrades are gonna be very expensive at the moment. That's still a little bit. I do not have that much money. I might have to go grind some money. I guess we'll go ahead and buy a couple slots. Oh, okay, the next one costs 5 million. Okay, so I definitely need to go grind some money. After a little bit of mining gold, I have made approximately 30 million coins with rough guesstimation. So if I just go insta-sell all of this, yeah, slightly over 30 mil. And so now I'm gonna come back to Jacobus, and I wanted to mine out this much so I could actually buy the Jacobus register. Spend probably a little bit more than I need to, but I will also get a legendary talisman out of it. So it's gonna cost 5 mil, and then another 5 mil, an additional 5 mil on top of that, another 5 mil on top of that, and okay, 8 mil now. That's getting more expensive. Surely the next one isn't the Jacobus register. Oh god, I need more money. Oh wait, no, I just have a Jacobus register. It just didn't tell me for some reason. No, never mind, it did tell me. I'm just blind. So that's cool. A little bit of NP. It can go directly in the talisman bag. And now I have quite a few additional slots. So let me quickly take a look at what talismans I can actually make. And after looking at what things I'm missing, I decided I'm not going to make a list and just wing it. Who needs organization? It's overrated. And as I thought, I'm missing a lot of really easy talismans. First of which is on the list is the lava talisman. I'm apparently missing this. Like look at that. That is such an easy recipe. Do I have that much enchanted magma cream? No, apparently. But I don't think it'll be hard to get that. I believe the best mobs to kill these are just going to be the pack magma cubes in the Crimson Isle. So give me a minute. You know, now that I think about this, I'm an idiot. I can just craft this stuff. It wouldn't have taken long to grind out, but I can just craft it. Sometimes I get so caught up in Skyblock having custom recipes that I always forget there's vanilla stuff in here too. So let's just see how I can also literally just buy the, okay. Wow, don't I look stupid? Great. cool. Cool. That grinding them was completely pointless. Anyway, let's craft a lava talisman. Yippee. Just give me that. And then next up is going to be the healing ring, which I just need 4 enchanted lily pads for. The only reason I didn't craft this is because I had not gotten into fishing at the time. I have more than enough enchanted lily pads now, but I also appear to not have the healing talisman for some reason, which is whatever. I can just go ahead and craft that. I should have more than enough lily pads, but I could have sworn I already had that. Anyway, healing ring. Next up is going to be the chumming talisman, which I just hope I have enough chum on me for. I was using chum buckets every time I was worm fishing, and I have a little bit. I'm just hoping it's enough, but I guess I need to grab some glowing mushrooms real quick. I believe this should be enough. 4 stacks to get exactly 32, and it is. I'm just gonna grab all of my chum and just gonna start filling up buckets. I have around 900, so hopefully that's enough. And it looks like it was way more than enough. I was worrying about absolutely nothing. Anyway, 32 full chum buckets. I can come over here and trade those in for the chumming talisman. Next up, we have the wolf ring, which is very easy to craft, and the only thing I was missing for it was a weak wolf catalyst. But I did end up actually dropping one of these fairly recently. So if I just grab my wolf talisman and some bones, I can just go ahead and make this. And there we go, a new rare talisman. And now we need the sea creature artifact, which I need a stack of enchanted sponge for. I only have 20 on me right now, so I'm just hoping I can get enough from the builder and that I don't have to come back to this later. So I can buy a little bit of just regular sponge here. And looking at it right now, I think it's going to be nowhere near enough. Yeah, I got 16 from that, which is fairly decent, but only having 32 in total, including this wet sponge that I'm going to buy and just dry off myself, is not great. So I'll just have to come back and make this one tomorrow. Next up is going to be an expensive one. It's the Devour Ring, which I need 39 Revenant Viscera for, which I do have enough, but it's going to eat through most of my supply of rotten flesh. So let's go ahead and craft 39, and I should just be able to make this. And I can just go ahead and super craft one of these. And now another fairly expensive one, but I should have everything for it, so we need to go down the Red Claw Talisman path. I can just go ahead and supercraft one of these. Then I think I should... I need to supercraft a couple golden teeth. I believe 8. I made sure to keep a little bit of gold on me, just in case. And now I should just have everything for this. And there we go. Red Claw Ring. And the Red Claw artifact is significantly more expensive. I believe I should have all of this. I left a cow minion down for a while to get all my jumbo backpacks, so I think I will just have all this on me. I'm gonna double check though. Oh, well that foils my plans a little bit. Well, I guess we'll just leave it at the ring for now, and I'll just go put down a cow minion again. Oh, it appears one of my co-ops is actively using the cow minion. Let's see if we have another one. So on second thought, just so this doesn't take forever, and so I don't have to go waste a minion slot, I'm just, I just bought some off of my co-op. Before I forget, I'm just gonna go ahead and put 2 mil in the bank. That was the price we agreed on. Now if I go grab this red clog right here, I should just be able to make everything. I just need to supercraft 54 golden teeth, which I should have more than enough to do. There we go. And now I should just be able to supercraft a red claw egg. And that is a new epic talisman. I can also go ahead and craft the zombie ring. However, not the artifact, since I do not have all the rotten flesh to make all the viscera. Wait. Actually, I might be stupid. Viscera takes Revenant Flesh. I'm limited by string. How much string do I have? Only 596. I don't think I have enough. Guess my little tarantula minion over here needs to start working a little harder. You are currently not paying the bills. Now I need to go grind out a spider artifact. I already have the ring, but I need a lot of flint for all this tarantula silk. It's gonna be 1,024 in total, meaning this is not going to be fun. Now, if I remember correctly, you just want as much mining spread as possible when mining gravel. So I'm running a snail with a hodum tree to reflect that. So I don't think this should take an insane amount of time, but it won't be super fun. Although to be honest, I'm not 100% sure if snail is even good for this. Bow might actually be better, but I'm just gonna stick with this and see what happens. This took longer than I thought it would, but I am done. I have over 1,024 enchanted flints, so we should just be able to craft all of these now. Just need to make 32 tarantula silk, and now I should just be able to supercraft a spider artifact. I appear to be missing something. Oh yeah, I didn't take the spider ring out of my talisman bag. That would help. Okay, now I can supercraft it. And there we go. Another legendary talisman. The next talisman I need to make is the vaccine artifact. Now currently I only have the vaccine talisman, but I do have it most of the way prepped. These poison samples that I have right here, I prepped these a while back, and they are used for making the artifact. Now for the vaccine ring, I need 8 Arachne's Fang, which I only have 5. And these are a 10% drop from, I believe, T1 Arachne. I'm like 90% sure it's T1. It could be T2, but pretty sure it's T1. So I just need to go fight Arachne for a little bit. I believe I got yeah, I did, an Arachne Fang from that, and Also apparently a tarantula pet, but all I care about is the Arachne's Fang. You know, this 10% drop doesn't feel very 10%, but there's another one, 7 out of 8. And there's the last Arachne's Fang that I need. Perfect timing too, as I was getting really close to being out of callings. Now if I go ahead and find my vaccine talisman, I can go ahead and surround it with Arachne's Fangs and make it into a ring, then surround it with poison samples to make it into an artifact. And now I'm getting to the point where I'm running into talismans that are not super hard to get per se. They're just either from an event like Spooky or Jerry's Island, something that's time gated, or they require a bit more grinding, or just from part of the game that I haven't gotten to yet. But I figured might as well take a look at my MP. I'm currently at 768 and I started at 702 this morning, which is honestly not a bad increase for just running around grabbing some talismans. Although I was aiming to get to 850, but now I'm thinking that might be a little rough and I'll have to just wait and get talismans naturally. But I'll do a little bit more looking around and we'll see if I can make any more. Really the only thing that's leaping out to me as one that I can actually get is the Draconic Talisman, which would require, first of all, a bit of gambling to get some ritual residue, and maybe a bit of grinding for ender pearls, because I have no idea if I even have that many ender pearls just on me right now. Sources say definitely not, however, I would be down to do a little bit of gambling. If I come into this e-chest page, I have a bunch of dragon fragments, and I can just take all of these and just craft them into boots, and I'll be able to sacrifice them. Here's my total haul in boots, so let's just get to sacrificing. This is probably a complete waste of time, because I definitely do not have the motivation to grind out a bunch of ender pearls right now, but I can always make time in my life for gambling. I will take a summoning eye though. Oh, I got a dragon horn. Oh, that's really good actually. And this is the last pair of boots, and I don't think we're getting any ritual residue. I guess downside, I didn't get any. Upside, I don't have to grind ender pearls. Yippee. And I suppose that's it for my little talisman escapades. Ended a bit shorter than I would have liked it to, but more MP is more MP. I will take it. Now there is one thing I realized I was missing during my prep, and that is a soul whip. Since I need to put mana steel 3 on this thing, and it'll just make it so I don't run out of mana. Problem, it requires 8 soul fragments. And here's the issue. I only have 2. Now how you get soul fragments is they are dropped from the Grim Reaper during spooky fishing. And another issue, I don't believe I'm currently fishing 26. Yeah, I am fishing 24, so really all I can do is loot share them. And the next spooky festival is in 3 days and 16 hours. So I'm hopefully just gonna put a party together to fish for all 3 hours and loot share 6 soul fragments. Something I have actually realized is that spooky festival I was going to attend, it's on the 2nd of November. The 2nd of November is when I'm moving out of my parents' house. I will not be at home. I will be driving like 6 hours and spending a bunch of time packing. So I won't be able to get a soul whip. So what I've done instead, since I basically will not be able to RCM Eman without a soul whip, I will just run out of mana, and I don't want to have to delay this video by an entire week. I've just gone ahead and borrowed a soul whip from Manuli. Now I will just give this back whenever I can go ahead and get my own. Actually, wait, we might have an issue. Oh, that's a problem. Oh god, I actually have to fish. Okay, well, you know what? Maybe this video is getting delayed by a week anyway. It might genuinely take me that long to get fishing 26. From what I can tell, the easiest thing for me to do is to probably just fish up water worms, since number 1, I do need worm membranes, and they are fairly decent XP. Problem is just gonna take a while. I'm currently about halfway through fishing 24. I don't know, maybe I'll get like 3 or 4 chambers done by the time I'm done with this. Yay, time for suffering. I love fishing. I've just hit 75% of the way to fishing 25. This is mind-numbing. Worm cap is full, and this should get me to fishing 25. Oh, there we go. Now I just have to do this again, but worse, since I started at 50% through. No, that's not gonna be fun. I forgot to record it, but I hit 25% of the way into fishing 26. The worm cap is full, and if I go ahead and kill them, this should get me to 50% of the way there. Yeah, there we go. I have a singular worm here, and if I kill it, that's gonna get me to 75%. Worm cap is full again, and once I kill these, that is going to be 90% of the way there. I have the very last couple water worms that I need. If I kill these, I'm gonna be getting fishing 26. Oh, there we go. That took way too long. So it's the next day, and it's finally time to start doing some actual Eman. First off, I just need to get a couple Wither Spectre souls. This may take a minute. And there's all 3 that I need. So now I can just call up Maddox, and we're just gonna start going through the Eman progression, starting with tier 1. And I'm probably gonna get stuck on tier 3 for a little bit, since I'm gonna need to get some mana steals before I can do tier 4 effectively. But tier 1 should not be too hard. It's only gonna take 13 kills to spawn it in. And here we go. It's in hits phase, if I just remember my keybinds. And I one-tapped it. Cool. Now we call it Maddox again. And we're going to start at tier 2 through the usual murdering of Endermen. And here it is. Just spawn in our summons. And I think I get another hits phase. No need for healing. Do I get another hits phase or does it just die? Oh, I was hitting it with my hype and hits phase. Well, that wasted a lot of mana. But we're now Eman level 2, meaning we have access to a lesser soulflow engine, a new talisman, null ovoids, and soulflow. Just gonna click to collect this, as well as Enderman Slayer level 1 while I'm here. I'll go back to this later. There is some stuff I need to do with this. But now we call Maddox for the 3rd time. And I should pretty easily be able to complete a tier 3. And I actually had mini bosses with this one. Just need one more kill. There we go, and I'm gonna go ahead and place down my flux for this one. And I might actually need to heal a little bit. Don't really remember all my muscle memory, so it's gonna take a bit to get used to it, but we shall see. And this should be the last phase. Oh, I ran out of mana. That's not good. But what is good is that I dropped a mana steal off that. I'm just gonna immediately throw that on my soul whip. 20 levels, sure. I think I'm gonna stay on tier 3s until I get full mana steal, because I just don't think I'm gonna be able to do a T4 without it. My mana is quite bad, to say the least. And I will just run out if I'm not able to recover it during laser phase. So give me a minute. And on the second boss, I got another mana steal. I guess I'm getting kind of lucky, but we'll go ahead and slap that on here. And I only need 2 more. And on my 3rd boss, I leveled up to Eman level 3, which I get the Soul Esaward and Void Katana recipe, as well as some health and Skyblock XP. No way, another mana steal. Just need 1 more. There we go. And that's the last mana steal. Really did not take all that long. These things are not rare at all, but I can just go ahead and apply this and we will have mana steal 3, which means I can attempt a tier 4. Emphasis on the attempt. I don't think I'm gonna beat it. So I'm just gonna try. I don't think I'll really get anywhere with this, but I'm gonna try. But my expectations are pretty low, to be honest. I think I'll probably need to hit like Eman 5 off of tier 3s and make some items before I'm reasonably able to actually do tier 4s, since I need some things to compensate for my mana being really bad. But let's just see how far I get into this. If I kill a couple of these, my boss should spawn. There it is. Place that down. Get my summons in, and I am taking a lot of damage. This is not great, and oh, I'm already dead. Okay. Honestly, I would attribute that to 2 things. Number 1, my Enderpin not being level 100, and number 2, I just need some items. I think I'm just gonna grind out Eman 5 with tier 3s. I didn't record the end of the boss, but there is Eman 4, which we get full final destination, travel scroll to the Void Sepulchre, and a Voidling minion. And now I just need to go hit Eman 5. Alright, gambling break, gambling break, gambling break, gambling break. I lost 15 mil. My boss spawned before I could record a clip about it, but I just got an Enderman Cortex Rewriter, which means I will be able to spawn stuff in a little bit faster. Take this Enderman right here, throw it in, and it's going to be 800k coins and said Enderman Cortex Rewriter. And because I cannot be asked to wait since I want to do Eman right now, I'm going to buy a cat flower. I love wasting 500 bits. Anyway, I will take my Eman back. And now I get some more combat XP whenever I'm killing Eman. Only 500 more XP to go. This is taking longer than I thought it would. Oh, I didn't even realize I was this close, but I just hit Eman 5. And with that, we get the Juju Shortbow recipe, Soulflow Battery recipe, Soulflow Engine, Vorpal Katana, and Gloomlock. I can go ahead and claim that. So now that I have Eman 5, one of the first things I want to craft is a Soulflow Pile and then a Soulflow Battery, which this is basically nothing. It's just a couple null spheres. I will go ahead and take one of those. And now for the battery, I need some null ovoids, which currently I'm able to just craft 12. And I don't know if that's limited by obsidian or null spheres, but I'll figure that out later. But I can make 8 of those, and then a Soulflow battery. And cool, that's just a new talisman, and I get some overflow mana, which will be really, really helpful. And then next, I also want to work on getting a Gloomlock, which is not super expensive. I will just need to go see what I'm missing for more null ovoids. And it looks like it is just a lack of obsidian, so I should be able to do that pretty quickly. And then I also want to get some lesser Soulflow engines. I would say probably about 3, just so I can make a little bit of Soulflow, since pretty soon here, I'm going to be using a lot. But it looks like I need to go mine some obsidian. This should hopefully be enough obsidian, so let's go see what I can craft. I think we'll go for the gloom lock first, which for that I need 16 null voids, which I can craft 36 in total. So let's go ahead and make 16. And then I need 8 enchanted bone blocks, which, lovely, I can craft exactly 8. And the only thing I'm missing is a book. Hello, librarian, would you like to sell me one? Thank you very much. And now I can just go ahead and craft a gloom lock, which this should just help significantly in emergency situations where if I'm about to die or run out of mana. But now let's see if I have enough null voids to make some lesser soul flow engines. It's gonna be 6 per, and I can make 20, which means I do have enough just to make 3. Or I don't? It says the max I can make is 20, so making 18, interesting. What if I just craft them one by one? Okay, so I don't have enough. I don't know. Oh, did I run out of null spheres? I think quick craft might just be lying to me, and I ran out of null spheres. Okay, well, I have enough to make 1 lesser soul flow engine then, and I will have enough to make more later, just I need to kill more Eman. So all I'm missing is the enchanted Eye of Endthr, which I just need some blaze powder for, and that can just be bought from this NPC. And I don't know exactly how many I crafted there. 16. I need a lot more than 16. Give me some more blaze powder. If I craft another 11, that should be everything that I need. I can just come over here and we can go ahead and craft 1 lesser soul flow engine. I went ahead and picked up my spider minion and put down this obsidian minion right here, since mining minions are generally the best for soul flow, and I went ahead and just put everything in there. And now it'll just be making a little bit of soul flow for me passively. Okay, well actually I was just told obby minion sucks for soul flow. I did not realize that the action time was that high, and apparently it's kind of a toss-up between snow minions and ice minions for which one is best. Ice minions are technically a little bit better if you make a setup where ice freezes naturally so the minion doesn't have to place any, but if you don't do that, it's the exact same as snow minions. So let me see if I can find some that are a bit higher level than those. Oh yeah, there's a bunch of snow minion tier 11s in this chest right here. There's a total of 4 of them, so that's just more than enough than I will ever need. So I need to get rid of this obsidian, and now we can put down the snow minion, which has an action time of 5.9 seconds, which should go down to 4.5 when I add a plasma bucket. Now with all this new gear, I do want to see if I can do a tier 4. I feel like it's unlikely that I can, but I do have an idea if I can't. I'm just gonna give it a shot. Yeah, I didn't even get a chance to unpause my recording. I died that quickly. So looks like survivability is a problem, and my Enderman is currently level 69, which is not amazing, but there's not much I can do about that other than just keep doing Eman. So I'm still missing 10% extra less damage, but I'm gonna go try my idea. So I was in a VC earlier, talking to people about how I was struggling with tier 4 void blooms with my setup, and I was suggested that I should keep using Storm, but I should try using 1 or 2 pieces of Final Destination. And I'm gonna start out by trying out the boots. It's not super expensive, and here's the thing, I'm really only hesitant to get Final Destination because I've already put so much work into my Storm, and I also just do not have enough Wisdom 5s to make a full set of Final Destination. If I were to go for the full set, it would definitely work. I could beat tier 4s, survivability would not be an issue. But I'm just gonna see if I can get away with 1 piece right now. So I'm gonna need 2 null ovoids, which I can definitely make. And I'm missing ingredients. Am I missing null spheres again? Okay, let me do a couple tier 3s. So I can go ahead and craft 1 more null ovoid, and then I should just have enough redstone on me. Okay, I had a lot less redstone than I thought, but there we go. I can just go ahead and make Final Destination boots. This is gonna be a little rough because, well, I don't have a recom or really much stuff to put on this whatsoever. But let's see what I do have. First of all, we're gonna grab a wisdom, as well as a reju 5. I unfortunately don't have any hot potato books, but I'll worry about that later. I don't think hot potato books are gonna be the thing that makes the difference between me surviving and not. If it really is that close, I will go get hot potato books. And then, of course, a feather falling 10. So here's the final result. Not perfect, but it'll work. Now I'm just gonna go do some tier 3s to get some kills on these. There we go, and there's 20 defense. Needs to be a good deal higher though. And now I have 40 defense. I think I can pretty easily get this up to about 100 today. And there's 60. And now I need another 200 kills to get it up to 90. I didn't even see, but I hit 90 defense. And okay, honestly, getting up to 800, that isn't bad either. I can definitely do that. I'm 5 kills off of the next upgrade, meaning if I kill this one, there we go, 120 defense. So I'm just gonna try a tier 4, but I'm not optimistic, and I'm thinking I might need to get full Final Destination. So I killed a mini boss, which spawned my boss, although I didn't think it was gonna spawn my boss, so I'm entirely out of mana. I'm just slapping an Eman. Okay, let's see if we can do this. Considering the amount of damage, I'm already dead. Cool, I'm gonna need full Final Destination. So I just undeafened the call, and I was talking about how exactly I am gonna kill tier 4s, since I'm not even sure if FD will be enough. Well, I'm just gonna borrow my co-op's FD or a test to see if I actually can beat a tier 4 with a decent set of FD. Mine, of course, would probably be nowhere near this, but if I can beat this in full FD, then I'm gonna go for a set of my own. And if I can't, I'll get to that later. Let's just start a tier 4 and see how this goes. So when I'm not crouching, my mana and damage is significantly less. My damage actually gets about halved when I'm not crouching, but if I do crouch, 1.6. Yeah, it's roughly 1.6, 1.7, and I was doing about 1.9 in my storm, and I actually don't have that much more mana while crouching. So this genuinely might just be an MP problem, but we'll see. All right, and this should be what spawns it. Summon in our overflux, and let's go. They're targeting the wrong Endermen. That's okay. Off to a great start. Okay, let's try that again, but this time with souls actually targeting the boss. I hype right here. This should spawn it. All right, put in the overflux. There's the summons. And let's see. What is it looking like? Okay, well, I made it past the first phase. This is a good sign. And there's the first laser phase. Okay, and now I just take a second to regen all my mana. Oh god, I got hit by the laser. That's not good. There goes some vitality, and I'm out of mana. Okay, well, this is going a lot better, but I don't think I'm gonna beat it. I think this goes to show I don't think I'm actually far enough into the game where I can beat tier 4s yet. I think this might genuinely just be an MP issue. I just don't have enough mana to RCM. But no big deal. I have a plan for that. And the plan is to do a bunch of cope tier 3s until Eman 7 and probably want to kill myself. You see, I really want an AOTV, and I am willing to do like 20 hours of tier 3s to get there. So I'm just gonna cope. Okay, well actually I just realized that yes, I can do tier 3s and go get an Ether Warp conduit as well as an AOTV. Problem, I need an Ether Warp merger, which I need to be able to kill tier 4s to get, meaning I can't finish this video if I can't beat a tier 4, which in turn means I can't cope. So we're gonna change lanes a little bit. A lot of the work I put in has been for naught, unfortunately, but I need to actually work on doing some of my Isle questing. If I can get 3k rep, I can do burning tier Kuudra, which in turn means I can get MPMR equipment, which will basically just make all my mana problems just vanish. I am gonna stick with trying to do RCM, since I want to leave doing melee void glooms for another video that I'm gonna be working on later, and I'm just kind of stubborn like that. So I guess it's time to do the entire Isle quest. So I need to kill these blazes, and hello L. And I think all this stuff I should just have in my sacks, and yeah, I can just give them to her. So now I need to grab 2 Spectre Dust, 3 Blaze Ashes, and 4 Magma Chunks, which I should just have. Turns out the only one I actually have all of is the Spectre Dust. So I need to go get some Blaze Ashes and another Magma Chunk. It shouldn't be too bad. I can just go around here and hype stuff. And now I should have everything. So L has just taken everything from me, and I can just put this all back in my sacks. So I did a bunch of the preliminary stuff, and since Manuli is in the mage faction, I'm going to be joining Barbs, which is nice since I'll get a slightly easier Isle quest. So we're just going to go ahead and click Barbarians and join. This hopefully shouldn't be too bad. I just lost Elle and she asked me if I'm a snail. I don't think I've ever been more offended by an NPC. So now it looks like I need to kill a burning spider wherever it is. Oh, there we go. And I think for this next bit, I need to give this pig some sulfur. And yeah, I can just give him some and he turns into Yuko. And now I just need to escort these guys over to the chief. And they appear to be a little stuck. They really are having trouble walking like 5 feet. Yippee, now I get to talk to the chief. Just gonna jump up on his head. Seems like a appropriate way to talk to him. And great, I've now joined the Barbarian faction. It's official. Yay, more following L. I love this. The Crimson Isle quest is definitely not a tad tedious, especially now this is my 3rd time doing it. Okay, and it took like 3 minutes, but I'm here. So now I need to go infiltrate the cathedral and find the Dean's research. Let's just see if I remember the routing for this. But I'm pretty sure you just go all the way to the right over here and loop back around. Don't like how that guy's looking at me. I'm just gonna run across. And I don't know if I go up this staircase, and it looks like I don't. I think I have to go through this way. Oh, why am I getting bumped up against the wall? I don't like that. Oh, did I get too close to the wall? This is not good. Team, I might have messed up. Oh, I went too close to the wall. That's rough. Okay, second time's the charm. This time I'm not gonna get too close to the wall, and it looks like I should be fine. I'm pretty sure the Dean's office is just up these stairs right here. Oh, and there's the research. Got it. Now we just need to talk to Yugo again, and I believe this is the first mission where I get a little bit of rep for my stuff. And now we need to tell the chief that we got the research. And there we go. I get 100 rep for that. And now we just talk to Yugo again. And now we've just been introduced to the town board, and I need to go trick Master Tao. Hello love deceiving senile old men. And now the first challenge is the test of force, which has been a while since I've done the dojo, but I believe I just need to hit these off. And I managed to get a B. Not amazing, but I can always try again. And now we need to do stamina. This one I actually am fairly good at, as long as the server doesn't lag. And first try, I've already made it past hard, and now I'm on to extreme. Let's just see how long I can make it. Okay, well, I made it like 3. Unfortunate, I missed us, but whatever. And now we need to do mastery. Hopefully I still have solvers for this. It looks like I don't. I might need to reinstall Soupy if I ever want to do this. Well, that attempt was pretty miserable, but I still got S. Just goes to show how easy mastery is. Anyway, back to talking to Yugo. Now the next thing I need to do is go kill the mage outlaw, which really should not be that hard. I have a hype and an overflux. Let's place this down, and now we just start hyping. And this should hopefully be the last phase. I can probably do... No, I can't. Can I do 4 million? There we go. The mage outlaw is dead, and I need to talk to Yugo once again. Hello, Yugo. And now I need to defeat the magma boss, which will be a bit of an issue considering all I have is a dragon short bow. I guess I'll just try to find a lobby where someone is on the last phase or something. Took a second to find a lobby, and Val in this one is invisible, but we will be killing it. Now the boss is fleeing, I can't see it, it's whatever. We hit Magma Boss 1, and I did a grand total of 3 million damage. I helped so much. And I even got a Kuudra key. And now back to talking to Yugo. And I get another 150 barb reputation for that. Very nice. Now I need to talk to someone named Lacia, whoever that is. Oh, I found them. And I'm pretty sure this is the quest where I need to catch 2 skeleton fish, which won't be that bad, because I'm not fishing 27 yet. Oh, it's 1 fly fish and 1 skeleton fish. Shouldn't be too bad. I need to talk to Odger, and then I can get on with it. Okay, so Odger is simping for Lacia. Now I get to go fish. This is probably 8 blocks above the lava, so now I just get to sit here. Yippee. Oh, that was fast. I got a skeleton fish on my second catch. Well, now let's just hope I get a fly fish. You know, now that I think about it, I might actually need to be in the blazing volcano in order to catch a fly fish. So let me just be in here. Oh, and there we go. I finally got the fly fish. That didn't take insanely long, but it was a little annoying. Hello, take my fish. And cool, I gained some more barbarian reputation. And now I need to talk to Gris, whoever that is. Gris appears to be in this house, and I think this is the guy that I need to give heavy pearls to. And I was right, I do need heavy pearls, which I should just have a bunch in my backpack here. I've been doing them nearly daily. I have 203. Oh, it makes me actually go get a heavy pearl. I can't just give them to him. Oh, whatever. I don't think I've done my heavy pearls today, so hopefully I'm not time locked, but my memory is not the greatest. Okay, it looks like I have not done my heavy pearls. That's good. All right, that's the last heavy pearl, and now I just need to get out of here. All right, here you go. Will you take my heavy pearl now? Oh, I actually have to get it out of my sack. There you go. Take it. And I get another 150 barb rep. Now I just need to go talk to the chief again. Hello, chief. How are you doing today? Oh, someone stole all your sulfur? Oh no, that's terrible. The mages definitely did it. So now I just need to go meet Yugo at the Forgotten Skull, which should be over here. Hello, everyone. And after they finish arguing, I can talk to Elle. And I believe this is the part of the faction quest where I have to beat a basic Kuudra. And yep, battle the monster. I'm gonna say I'm not ready, since I'm gonna need to put together a party. And also right now, there is a bug in the game in Kuudra where swapping armor sets will have a chance to wipe stuff in your wardrobe. It's kind of weird, but I want to wait for that to get patched before I do anything Kuudra related. But with the faction quest basically done, I'm gonna start doing my dailies. So I'm just gonna accept all of these. I won't be able to kill a Kuudra basic tier, unfortunately, but the rest of these I should be able to do. So let's start with killing the Barb Duke. That shouldn't be that hard. Barb Duke is now significantly more dead than he was about a minute ago. Yeah, we can just go ahead and claim this for 50 barb rep. And then we'll also go get 20 digested mushrooms. I don't know if I have any on me. I would assume probably not. Cool. I need to go kill some cows. Apologies, I need to just reduce the local herd a little bit. They'll probably repopulate somewhat soon. Cool. I went a little bit over, but I have all of them now. And we can go ahead and claim this one. And I guess we'll do the fishing. We need 2 fly fish. I've been trophy fishing for like 30 minutes, and I still haven't gotten a single fly fish. I'm just gonna give up on that quest. I cannot be asked. But the last one is I need to get rank F in control, which is insanely easy. I quite literally need to just go in and then jump in the lava. Okay, I should just be able to go in here and then immediately jump in the lava. And does that complete it? It does. Now I can just go back to the town board and I can just go ahead and claim this for 30 rep. And now I'm sitting at 690 out of the 3k that I need. I guess I'm delaying this video by a little bit. The next thing I had to do was get some recoms to make my final destination a little bit better. In order to do that, I decided to stream some M3, since I have to get in a stream every now and then, otherwise people get mad. Speaking of which, if you want to see my streams, you should subscribe and join my Discord if you want notifications. I stream kind of whenever I want to, but today we are doing some M3 because I need, number 1, wisdom books, and number 2, I need recoms, a lot of recoms. First M3, I definitely did not die 3 times in clear. Oh, no, my wisdom. Oh, I got a first master star. Wait, how much is this? 4 million coins? I thought it was more expensive. I will absolutely take a first star. Please give me a recom. I did not get, in fact, get a recom. I just changed the audio source in OBS, and there was just hieroglyphics in there. Oh, I got a recom. Finally.
Nice. Oh my god, I just got back-to-back recom. Stop giving me these. I don't.
I got another star. I was not recording while I was spewing brain rot. Anyway, that's my second recom, and I think I'm done. How old am I? I am 18.
Like 12.
Did you just say I'm 12?
Yeah.
I'm not 12.
You act like it sometimes.
Okay, Mr. Pushing 20. Oh, hey, I recom. That's very nice. I haven't updated it in a while, but I do have a mod folder linked in the description. I probably should go through and update it again.
Oh yeah.
Yo, another recom. Well, I still definitely need to do more M3 for wisdom books, but I appreciate the recoms. So it's been a couple days, and I've just been doing some stuff without really recording it. Number one, I've just been doing my dailies, and I'm currently at a little over 1,000 bar breadth. Also, the white bugs that were happening with the wardrobe and equipment have been fixed, so I can go do Kuudra whenever I want. But that's not what I'm worried about right now, but I will probably do that later. I've also gone ahead and put down some minions that will just help me get some of the stuff that I need to make vanquished equipment, as well as a cow minion over here that I need for the gauntlet. And I've just had these running for a couple days. I don't know if it's going to be enough, but I'll be able to get some pieces. And of course, in that downtime while I've been waiting on minions, I'm sure editing me probably put the clips in there, but I've been running M3 for recoms and wisdom books. And I can go ahead and just start making the rest of the final destination set. Now I already have the boots. Surely I have enough to make all these null ovoids. Alright, I'm able to make 12 currently. So we're gonna need 3 for the pants, and then hopefully I have enough enchanted redstone. Okay, I do. And there's the pants. And for the chest plate, I'm gonna need an additional 4 null ovoids, which again, I have. Problem, I don't have enough enchanted redstone, but that's a pretty easy fix. I can just go mine some for all of 5 seconds. So I have a full sack of redstone, and surely this is going to be enough if I just craft it all up. And we should just be able to go ahead and make a chest plate. And lastly, we need to make the helmet, which of course we need 3 null ovoids for, and some redstone. And that's the full final destination set. Now, I of course am going to go ahead and use these 4 recoms. I should reforge it first. However, I don't care. I feel like recomming it first would be funny. Anyway, there's the boots, leggings, chest plate, and of course, the helmet, all recoms. Now I can also grab these 2 wisdom books, 3 rejuvenate 5s, and 2 necromancer's brooches. I will need to go get a loving scarf later, but right now I just don't have one, and I can't really do much about it. And I think that's everything. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw necrotic on the leggings. Okay, I thought that was gonna be a lot less than 600k. Maybe I shouldn't have recommed it first. I actually just wasted 1.2 mil. But anyway, it's all necrotic now. Now if I go ahead and combine this wisdom with reju 5, I can go ahead and put these on the leggings and the chest plate. That's way more levels than I have. You also might be wondering why I don't have a wisdom for the helmet, and that's because I'm actually going to be putting refrigerate on it. Someone in my stream yesterday suggested that I should put it on one piece, and I figured that would be a pretty good idea, since it's just an extra 1,000 defense for barely any cost. One issue: I need to wake up at 6 a.m. tomorrow morning. It's fine, you know, it's not like I wake up at 1 p.m. most days. I'm definitely not gonna need to overdose on caffeine, but it's fine. I'll be fine. Anyways, it is all now fully enchanted, and there's only 3 things left to do with it. Number 1, reforge the chest plate, and number 2, get a bunch of hot potato books. And then at the very end, I need to get some kills on these pieces. But let's go run some F2. So I'm currently going insane. I didn't think this was going to be taking this long. I'm currently 8 runs deep, each of them taking around 4-ish minutes because I'm doing it solo and not exactly locked in. And I need 63 total runs if I end up metering this. I'm really hoping I don't meter this, because I will keep going until I get one, but I'm just hoping this doesn't take much longer. This is a bit mind-numbing. Okay, so I did finally drop it. Here it is. It's in the emerald chest. Anything else interesting? So I did drop 2 recons and a couple scarce studies along the way. I'm just gonna go ahead and take this. 160k. Get me away from this forsaken floor. And oh my goodness, that's expensive. 1.2 mil to apply a reforge. But there we go. We have the loving final destination chest plate. And now, well, I was gonna go get hot potato books, but I had just been told if I warp to the garden, I was told it's out of commission, but there is very much so a potato farm here. Oh no, actually, never mind. I see what he meant by the potato farm is out of commission. There is a massive chunk missing. Yeah, I'm gonna have a little bit of trouble farming potatoes, since he's currently pretty much redoing the entire garden. So hot potato books might be a little bit out of the question for the time being. I don't know when it's gonna be back in commission, but really the best thing I can do is just go get some kills in my FD. This will be fun. So my idea is to just kill Zealot Bruisers with my Eman on so I can get some XP in my Eman as well as Summoning Eyes. So then, you know, maybe I can do a little bit of gambling later once I have 8 Summoning Eyes. Oh boy, I do love gambling. But just give me a minute. This is gonna take a second. And there's the first of the upgrades. And no way, there's 40 defense. It's going faster than I thought it would. And we're now up to 60. And there's up to 90 defense. And there's the 120. And now that I'm at 876 kills, I've finally gotten the rest of the pieces up to where my boots are. And now they're all even and pretty. So I guess I just keep going, but this time on all the pieces. And there's 150. I think in total, I'm gonna go until I have 10k kills and then stop there. Seems like a pretty good milestone. I don't know exactly how much defense that's going to be, but this shouldn't take too long. And there's 180. That's nearly 2,000 out of 10k. But quickly, we're going to take a break and go gamble a dragon. All right, well, we're just going to 4-4-1 with my co-op. I gave him some eyes since he was getting really unlucky. I actually do not have my day axe. I need to grab said day axe. And what do we get? Protector dragon. That's rather bad, but oh well, let's see if we get a pet. Oh, I didn't get to day axe swap, whatever though. And I got a claw. Of course I did. Great. Love to see that. Anyway, back to Zealots. And we're doing another drag, this time a 2-3-3. And let's see if I can actually get the Dayax swap off this time. The lobby does appear to be a little bit laggy though. Ooh, we got a strong dragon. That's actually pretty decent. I appear to be doing minimal damage. Did I swap in time? I don't know. But okay, strong dragon chestplate. I will take that. It's significantly better than a claw. This has taken quite a few hours, but I am currently 1 kill off. Let me just... There we go. And now I have 310 defense against Endermen. And I have 10,000 kills on every single piece. So all I'm missing is hot potato books. Hopefully that farm gets fixed soon. And now since I still don't have the rep to run tier 3 Kuudra, something I'm going to be doing in the meantime is going for an Ender artifact. Now these things are a little bit expensive. Lowest been 435 mil, so realistically in the dark auction it'll probably go for like 440, 445 because people tend to overpay a little bit for Seal the Family. But it makes me take 20% less damage from Endermen, which will help a lot. So I'm just gonna be mining gold and some ruby. I'm gonna go mildly insane. So I just woke up and immediately warped to Jerry's workshop. Looks like I'm just in time. It's starting right now. This actually wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. I only got like 2 hours of sleep, but I feel well rested enough. Jerry time, I guess. Oh, lovely. The first wave is starting. Maybe I can go back to bed sooner than I figured. I didn't know it was possible to be incompetent at throwing snowballs at magma cubes, but I think I found people who are bad at it. Well, at least I only need the last pile anyway. I don't need other gifts, I guess. Anyway, that's 1 rock, meaning I can buy 1 refrigerate. Great, now time to get another 3. Well, we only lost 2 gift piles that time. Still not amazing, but hey, at least I get some red gifts. Anyway, we get another refrigerate. This time we only lost 1 pile. I guess everyone decided to lock in, and that's 3 out of 4. And that's the last wave done. I can just claim this volcanic rock and buy the very last refrigerate. I'm gonna just slap these all in the anvil. We will be getting a refrigerate 3. And I'm just gonna go ahead and grab out my FD helmet, and we will just slap this on here for 150 levels. Great. Now I'm going back to bed. And now, since I was pretty much just rep locked until I had 3k rep, really all I had to do was get as rich as possible in as short amount of time as possible. Scorpius was also coming soon, so if I could get the money before then, that would be amazing. Since prices of Ender artifacts, being a regular DA item, would probably go down a little bit with many more people attending dark auctions. So I just had to put my head down and grind a ton of gold. It's currently nearly 4 a.m. I've been gold mining in my free time for about 3 days now, and I just hit 100 mil collection, which is the max that you need to go for the G-Drag perk. And I'm hoping that mining out all this 100 mil will just give me enough money to buy an Ender artifact. I don't think it will, but I can be hopeful. I currently have a 2 mil purse, and I've saved all the gold that I've mined out. I just need to compact a little bit more to make all the stuff I have into enchanted gold, and then all of that into blocks. And let's just see how many blocks I have. I've been intentionally keeping myself in the dark, so I just genuinely have no idea how many I have. So if I go in here, 2,116 enchanted gold blocks, which is about 2 inventories full. And for each of these stacks selling for a little under 5 mil, this is going to be a decent chunk of change. So let's just see here. I'm going to go ahead and just start selling everything I have. And after the first inventory, I'm already at 125 mil, which while that may seem like a lot, that's not a good sign, especially because I miscalculated and I did not even have another inventory full. So if I sell all of this, the final number is going to be 164 mil, which don't get me wrong, that's pretty respectable. Problem, I need 450 mil. So basically I would need need to get to like 300 mil gold collection if I wanted to buy this. Maybe I'll just try to mine ruby. I don't know, we'll see. I'm going to bed. So it's the next day and I've woken up. And honestly, I don't really want to think about the issue of money right now, so I'm gonna do something else. Going to the garden, me and Manuli actually put in a group effort and fixed up the potato farm. And by that I mean built an entirely new one, completely different design, which is apparently marginally better than the one we were using. It's a little weird, but it works. But now I think I'm just gonna go farm all the hot potato books that I need. This might take a little bit, and I don't think I'm actually gonna put fumings on my FD, but I do definitely want some hot potato books. So give me a moment. So it took like an hour and around 4-ish pass-throughs through my potato farm, but I should be done. If I go to recipe potato, I can craft 44, of which I only need 39. I overdid it a little bit. I'm just gonna go ahead and take these, put them in my inventory, and now I just need a little bit of paper. Don't really need that much. A couple stacks should do. I don't know if this is enough, but let's see. If I put this all in here, and then the potatoes right here, I can just start crafting a bunch of hot potato books. And now that my inventory is completely full, I'm just gonna start applying them. So I need another 9 on the boots, which I can just go ahead and do. And there it is. Bit of extra health and a bit of extra defense. And now I'm just gonna go ahead and do the same thing, but on the leggings. And another 10 have been applied. I'm just gonna go craft up a couple more. Cool, and that's all of them. I did have enough paper. I'm just gonna take the chest plate and the helmet out, and we can go ahead and finish these off. And now the entire set has been fully hot potatoed. And we'll see if I need fumings in the future, but I really don't think I will. And I don't really want to put 20 fumings on this set, since while I have a decent amount, that'll use most of them. But now, since the white bugs have been fixed, I'm gonna go get a basic and hot tier Kuudra completion for a little bit of extra rep. So I went ahead and I got someone to come help me. I do not need a full party since, well, it's basic tier and I have a hype. There's just no need to have more than 2 people. I'm just gonna do equals, and hopefully this shouldn't go too badly. It's been a very long time since I played any kind of Kuudra. I'm definitely gonna mess up my pre, which I already did. Luckily, it's basic tier and it doesn't matter. And here we have another supply. Although one problem I'm realizing now is that I don't have Ember armor in this profile, meaning grabbing supplies is a bit wonky. And this should be the last supply. There we go. Now I need to unlock Specialist and get Ballista Mechanic up. And oh, I'm gonna die. No, I'm not. I'm just better. Although we are definitely not gonna get it on the first go around. Okay, there we go. And the Ballista is built. Now, I believe in basic tier, we do actually feel it, although you can just kill it with the little spear thingies. But might as well feel it since it does a little bit extra damage. Although it just looks like we're going to be just killing it with orbs. It's already at 4,000 HP, and we can just kill it with one more. And there we go. That's it. A 4-minute basic tier. Not very respectable. Not very good at all. Let's see what I get. Aurora boots. I think I actually have a basic key around here somewhere. Yeah, I do. I'm actually going to go ahead and take that. I would not mind having some Aurora boots. Cool. And now we just need to do the same thing, but a hot tier. We also get 200 barb reputation for that because we just finished the faction quest, meaning we only have about 900 more to go before we're entirely done. I do think I need to go talk to the chief before I can go into another Kuudra though. Yep, here's everyone. And there we go. After a little bit of dialogue over here, we get another 200 reputation, and we have finished the barbarian storyline. So in total, I need 675 more rep, and then I can finally do Eman, probably. But now I'm just gonna go ahead and get my hot tier out of the way, since I have a daily for it that will give me 100 rep. And there we go. That's the end of the hot tier. I don't have any heats for this one, unfortunately, so whatever I get, I cannot take. But might as well check just in case. And it was bad either way. And now I can come over here and claim this quest right here, and that's going to bring me up to 2445. Yay, now back to dailies. I've also decided that I'm just going to get the rest of the money that I need doing gold. I did a little bit more today, and eventually I think my goal is going to be to do around 50 mil collection a day. That is my goal. If I don't hit it, okay, I will be happy with around 30 mil. But that is what I'm going to be aiming for, which I've been told is around 150 million points. Meaning that 100 mil I got earlier, apparently I already had 45 mil of it, and I just kind of forgot. I sometimes don't know how my brain does this, but hopefully that should make my job a little bit easier, since I'll only need to go to about 200-ish mil collection to have all the money I need. So it has unfortunately taken me 2 days, but you can see I'm in the Mines of Devon. I've set up an entire lobby, but I have mined out another 50 mil gold collection. And so from what I've been told, this should be about 150 mil. And I'm hoping that the person who told me this is better at math than I am. But let's just go ahead and start selling. I started at about 168 mil, and if I grab the last last little bit here and go ahead and sell this as well. We're going to be at 319. So it was over 150 mil. And the Ender artifact is 420. So I'm just going to do another 50 mil gold collection, and that should be enough to afford it. So it's been a couple more days, and I finally did it. I'm done. I'm released from my yellow looking prison. If I go into my collections, mining collections, and then look at gold, 200 million gold collection, which rankings have not updated yet. It still thinks I have 180 mil. But once they do update, I'm pretty sure I will just be top 1000. But if I type /recipe gold and compact all of these into enchanted gold blocks, I can sell the very last of everything that I have, and this should be enough to buy an Ender artifact. And we just have a little bit more to go, 281 plus some enchanted gold, and I will have a decent chunk of change, 467 mil. And going to the hub here, I can just go ahead and accept a 1 million coin bribe, since Scorpius is currently mayor, meaning hopefully Ender artifacts are actually going to be a little bit cheaper, and then I may just have a little bit of purse left over from this escapade. And yeah, they've already dropped 20 mil, so I'm just going to be attending dark auctions until I can get one. They may drop a little bit more. I'll see what they're going for today, and if I don't like the price, I will come back tomorrow. The first DA that I'm going to be attending is happening pretty soon, and my co-op also wants me to buy a giant killer 7 while I'm there, so I'm just going to go ahead and take 250 mil out of the bank since he is out of town and needs a GK7. Just 30 seconds to go, and hopefully I don't get kicked while joining the lobby. That has happened one too many times. Oh, and here's Sirius. I've apparently been signed up, but I never trust it. All right, transferring to the DA, and I'm in. Just need to wait for everything to stop lagging. First up, we have a Spirit Mask. I am slightly concerned at how much this is probably going to go for. The Spirit Mask went for 358 mil. Oh, wait, here it is. Ender artifacts. So lowest bin is 400 mil on the dot. I'm willing to go up to around 450. People are already bidding it up past 250 mil, and now we just get to do the little 1x1 bid things. Let's see, are they going to let me get it for 395? It looks like, yeah, nice. But that's nice to get it over in the very first dark auction. Don't have a recom for it, unfortunately, but I will just go ahead and slap it in the talisman bag. And now we're sitting at 854 MP. Very nice. Okay, well, now that I have that out of the way, I can work to the Isle, and we have something kind of funny. Yesterday, I had 2,900 barb rep, and I needed 3,000 to run Burning Tier Kuudra. And getting 100 rep in one day shouldn't be that bad. For 30, we can just give 10 Spectre Dust, which I already have, do a Kuudra Hot Tier, which I'm not going to do, and I suppose for the rest of it, I could probably complete the Test of Tenacity, and I think that's going to be the easiest thing to do. Personally, I really do not enjoy the Test of Tenacity, but this shouldn't take long. Well, I got a B rank, which should be enough, and if I click on this one and just go ahead and claim it, that is 3,000 rep, meaning I can go ahead and do Kuudra Hot Tier, although I'll need to put together a party first. Finally managed to get a party together at, I think it's 2 a.m. and we're going to be completing tier 3 Kuudra. I'm just hoping this won't be too bad. I unfortunately do not have strong arm on this profile, so I don't think I'm getting this. Or am I just goated? No, I'm just goated. Just need to build the ballista, and then I was asked to stun, but well, I didn't want to, so I'm forcing them to stun. I also do not have tear, so this might be a little bit scoffed. All right, I'm going to be helping so much. Me and my dragon shortbow with no toxic arrow poison. But yeah, I did so much there. That was all me. Okay, Kuudra is dead. Let's see what I got. And Aurora Staff. Well, I didn't have a key anyway. Give me the free chest. But now I can go ahead and craft things with the attributes that I want. Hello, it is now the next day. I passed out after that Kuudra run, but it's now time to get to crafting. Currently, really the only usable piece of equipment I have is, well, this implosion belt. I've decided that I'm not going to be using a Gauntlet of Contagion since I'm mostly going for single target damage, and it'll really only help while spawning stuff in, and I'd much rather prioritize the boss over the spawn. But if I don't get any good attributes on the gas cloak, then I will keep using this. But I have had some minions down, namely 2 gas minions, a magma cube minion, and a cow minion, as well as some slime minions so I can have a chance at making a better implosion belt. But what we're going to be going for is the magma necklace, the gas cloak, which I am going to have to do a little bit of grinding for. I don't believe I have any tentacle meat on me. Again, a new implosion belt, as well as a glowstone gauntlet, since these are insanely easy to craft, so I can probably get some pretty good rolls on these. I'm really only going to be limited by the amount of leather I have, so I think we'll start with that. So I'm just going to go ahead and collect my cow minion, and I can craft an additional 5 out of just the non-enchanted leather I had. And do I have any glowstone dust? Okay, I have a little bit. So let's just go ahead and start crafting these. I can craft 42 right now, which should be more than enough to fill up my inventory. And I just want to see how high of attributes I can get on this. I preferably want to get at least 1 MPMR roll. So let's see. Life regen vet, life regen speed, dom life regen. A lot of these are speed for some reason. Oh, and there's our first mana pool piece. Another dom life regen. And there's a mana regen piece. Another mana pool piece. Another mana pool piece. Lifeline mana pool. I guess Kuudra god roll if I ever need that. Another mana pool. Breeze mana pool, which is actually another god roll, but only really used for flares. No MPMR yet, so I'm not going to bother combining any of these. I'm just going to shove them into a backpack. And let's go ahead and craft the last 12. And oh, well, would you look at that? The first one is MPMR. And I got a couple more MPs and MRs. So let's just see how high I can get this. So from all of those, I got a mana pool 4, mana regen 3, as well as another mana pool 3, and an extra mana regen 1. And now I don't know, but I think I can salvage these and get some leather out of them. If not, that's unfortunate. Okay, I cannot salvage them. I guess I'll look through any other attributes that I want to keep, and the rest of them I'll just NPC sell. Now, what am I missing? I'm pretty sure it's glowstone dust, and I'm hoping it is. Oh, that's rough. I only have 30 more leather. Okay, so I might end up getting stuck with a kind of low attribute one, but I'll go mine out some more glowstone dust, and we'll see how many more I can make. Just filled up my sack with glowstone dust, and so if I craft all of this into the enchanted version, I can go ahead and craft a couple more glowstone gauntlets. Apparently the max I can craft is 75, but I think that is a lie. Yeah, I am out of leather after crafting only a couple. So let's see. We did get another mana pool, another MPMR. A lot of these actually had pretty decent attributes, but not the ones I'm looking for. So what we got right now is an MPMR 4 and 3, an MP3, and an MPMR 2-2, which these I will try to combine once I get a bit more leather from my cow minion. But for now, the best I can really do is just try to slap Brilliant on this. And there we go. Although considering the glowstone gauntlet, the easiest one to make is only a 4-3, I do not have super high hopes for all the other ones. Who would have guessed that minions take a while to make stuff? I guess next we'll do the implosion belt, which for that I need a bunch of matchsticks and some enchanted sulfur cubes. I don't think I'm going to be able to craft very many of these. Ah, okay, well, I can craft exactly 1. I'm just going to go ahead and craft 4 enchanted sulfur cubes, and then I also need to craft some matchsticks. And that should be enough. Now let's just see. Hopefully it's MPMR if I get lucky. I would take just MP though. What's it gonna be? It's Dom Lifeline. Okay, well, I got another god roll, I guess. Not the one I wanted, though. And now we can do the magma necklace, which is probably the next easiest one. Although I don't know if I have any magma chunks. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna need to go kill some magma cubes. I currently have 1035 magma cream, and at 12 per, I can craft 86 magma necklaces. 86 times 20 means I'll need, 1,720 magma chunks. I'm gonna need to go kill some things. So I did some looking through bestiaries and found out that magma cube riders are the best for this, since there are 3 mobs that magma chunks can drop from. 2 of them are level 75 magma cubes, and the third are magma cube riders. And the magma cube riders have a 1 in 4 chance, while the level 75 magma cubes have a 1 in 5 chance, meaning that it's a 20% chance versus a 25% chance. So despite these spawning a little bit less, I think it is better to grind the magma cubes over here. But this is still going to take a while. So I am about to hit max bestiary. I am falling asleep in my chair, if I'm going to be honest. Everything kind of hurts, but there we go. Magma cube rider 20. And I still am not done. If I go look in my sacks, I'm at 1,162. And I'm just going to take a break. I'll go finish the rest of it later, but right now I'm just kind of done. So let's see how many of these I can make. Apparently right now only 43. I don't know. I'll just start crafting a bunch and we'll see what we get. Unfortunately, no MPMR rolls. So I'll just put all of these away and craft a couple more. And here's the last 14 I could make. Let's just see. Hoping I get at least 1 MPMR. That would be frustrating if I didn't. I did not get an MPMR. Okay, let's see. What am I missing? Was my math wrong, or am I just stupid or something? Okay, my math was very wrong. I just used all of my enchanted magma cream. How much did I overdo it on the magma chunks? Okay, actually not a ton. Dyscalculia is very fun. I love not being able to do math. Anyway, I guess I'm just out of luck when it comes to these. From what I understand, MP is generally more important than MR, so I'll just get as high of an MP piece as I can. Unfortunately, the best I was able to do was a Dom Mana Pool 3. I also have a Mana Regen Veteran, and I actually don't know which one's going to be better, because I got both with decent rolls. Veteran makes spawns faster, Dom might help with damage a little bit. I'll probably just go with the Mana Pool one, though. And the rest of these can go into the for later chest. Alright, well, now all that's left to do is I need to make ghast cloaks. And I did actually grind out some tentacle meat while I was doing the magma cubes. Just whenever ghast started spawning in, I went and killed them. And as of right now, I have 128, which I believe is enough for 12 ghast cloaks, which is not great, but let's just see. I have some enchanted ghast here, so hopefully it's enough, and we can just craft all of them. Alright, that's all of them that I could make. We have a vet vite, which is not bad. Mana regen vet, another mana regen, another mana regen, and nothing else really all that good. So I guess we're probably going to be going with mana regen veteran, I want to say. Although, how many ghast tiers do I have? I have a decent amount, so I think I just need to grind more tentacle meat then until I used up all these ghast tiers or get a good roll. So after a little bit of grinding, I have some more tentacle meat. It definitely isn't 2 a.m. and I definitely didn't procrastinate this for 6 hours. Time to craft more ghast cloaks. So I can craft another 10 with all the ghast tiers that I have. And let's just see if I get any good rolls. Oh, there it is, NPMR. Okay, glad we got that out of the way. That is the main thing I was looking for. Other than that, really nothing else good, but that's fine. Let's just see what kind of piece I can make with this. So it didn't actually occur to me that I have 0 mana pools other than this NPMR. I had a couple mana regens, but yeah, my luck was a little abysmal. But oh well, my equipment is done now. At least I have equipment. It's not good equipment, but I have equipment. I'm just gonna keep working on it as my minions produce more stuff. Realistically, I should just be able to do Eman now. Now, it's finally time for me to do some Eman. Been about a day since I did any work on this video because I had some other things I needed to do, but this morning I got stolen to do some M2, and I ended up dropping 2 recoms. And in that time, I also got my Scarce Grimoire, meaning my MP is a bit better now, 860. But these 2 recoms, I think it would be best used to just recom some more talismans, namely my bat artifact and my Endthr artifact, because this will be made into a mythic and this will be made into a legendary, meaning I can add another enrichment. So of course, gonna go ahead and buy a magic vine enrichment, and I will just toss that on there. And let's see what my MP is going to be looking like. And that added a solid 10. I think this should be everything that I need, at least hopefully, as long as I'm not forgetting anything. I also got my Eman up to 94, just doing bestiary, and I'm just hoping this is enough to solo a tier 4. Doing 1.2 million damage a hit without crouching, and while crouching, 1.7. My mana is still not amazing, but hopefully the mana pool and mana regen help a bit. So let's just go ahead and start up a tier 4. I'm definitely not going to do it first try since I am out of practice, but let's see how it goes. Alright, it's spawning in, and we use the thingies, and then I just get mana back in hits phase, we heal, and let's just see how this goes. Not enough mana, okay. Well, good thing, I am barely taking any damage. Scratch that, I'm taking a lot of damage. Okay, but there we go, we made it to laser phase, and I actually did get a decent amount of mana back, and now we should be able to take it into laser phase again, or not. Ooh, and that's not good. I got hit by the lasers, that's going to decrease my vitality, and okay, so we have some problems. I, first of all, just don't do enough damage. Thing is, I'm not taking damage, I'm just not doing any damage. Okay. I survived, and I think we're gonna be fine. At least hopefully. Another Yang glyph. Nope, I'm gonna die. That's rough. Okay, I got very close. What can I do? I guess I could always just get more kills, but I don't think that's gonna help. I'm not really dying. Mana is still just my main thing. I don't know. I might genuinely just need to wait on minions to get higher attributes on these. That's really the only thing I can think of. Okay, so I do have one idea, and if this doesn't work, I think I may just start working on another video while I let minions AFK. I do have a level 100 sheep pet, which will greatly increase my ability damage and mana. However, I'm going to be sacrificing the tankiness that the Enderman gives me. Like 28% less damage damage is insane. So I'm just gonna try it. I doubt it'll work, but we'll see. With Sheep on, I have 4,000 mana, and while crouching, I have 5,000, which is definitely a significant improvement. And I do 1.4k without crouching, and over 2 mil while crouching, which again is a significant improvement. So I'm just gonna go ahead and start another tier 4, and we will see how this goes. All right, it's spawning back in. We have our summons, and hopefully this is good. Okay, I got it into laser phase pretty early this time. Definitely taking a lot more damage. Need to heal and hype it down again. Okay, this is going a lot better, actually. I think the change in pet might have helped. Yeah, I think I can do tier 4s as long as I have a sheep pet, which is very good news. I won't have to delay this video, and it should die. There we go. I just did a tier 4 Eman. Little scuffed, but I did it. So really all I have to do now is just hit Eman 7. And yeah, I immediately did another tier 4, so I think I can do these pretty consistently. Despite them being a little bit scuffed and me getting hit by the lasers a couple times, reducing my vitality, it still didn't make me fail it. So I should just be able to grind these out now. Really, my only concern is just how much soul flow I end up using while doing this. I will definitely need to put down another soul flow engine. And yes, I'm recording this clip while attending a dark auction. I think I'm probably going to put down another 2 snow minions, and hopefully that'll get me enough soul flow to just be able to not run out. Oh, no way. I got a Smarty Pants 1. I guess I'll go ahead and apply that to my pants. I mean, it's +5 intelligence. It will help. 20 levels, very nice. Oh, and there it is. The very first of Pocket Depression. My very first Pocket Depresso machine, which will also actually help a lot. Again, costs soul flow, but it gives me 100 intelligence for every 5 seconds I'm in combat. I will need to disable that when I'm not doing He-Man so I don't eat through soul flow, but I will take that. Oh, no way. Another Smarty Pants. I guess I'll throw that on my pants as well. Gotta love that extra 10 intelligence. Well, I forgot to record it, but I just hit Eman 6, meaning we get a couple of things. We get 5 intelligence, a gyro recipe, AOTV recipe, atom split recipe, and the Sunseeker scythe recipe, as well as 100 Skyblock XP. But now that I've done this, I can go ahead and make the AOTV I've been working for. It won't be done, but I can make it. For this, I need 32 null ovoids, which is really not all that bad. I just need to go mine out some obsidian. Did some mining for about 20-ish minutes, and, well, I have 2,099 enchanted obsidian, which should be enough. If I look at null ovoids, I can craft a max of 65. Well, I only need 32, so I'm gonna go ahead and make those. And if I just go ahead and split these around it, then I can make the aspect of the void. Also, while I'm here, I'm gonna remove knockback from that. It is kind of bugging me. But now to get this into a completely done aspect of the void, I'm gonna need to hit Eman 7. And that is because of the Ether Warp conduit, as well as the Ether Warp merger. I need both of these, which will allow me to put an Ether Warp on my AOTV, which is kind of the whole reason to get one. But since I'm actually able to grind these out now, getting Eman 7 should really not be that bad. But now, while I'm on the topic of null ovoids, I'm gonna quickly make another 8, which I should have enough, or not. Only craft 2. What am I missing? I have enough obsidian, so am I missing null spheres? Ooh, I am. Well, I guess I just need to go do some more tier 4s then. And then once I'm done with that, I can go ahead and take the soulflow battery and turn it into a soulflow supercell. I've done a couple bosses, and hopefully I should have enough. And no, I don't. These things are kind of expensive. Okay, I've killed a couple more, and hopefully now I have enough. Just need 3 more null ovoids, and there we go. Just gonna grab my soulflow battery, and I can just go ahead and turn this into a... Hey, is that not the recipe? You know, I might have just realized that I'm stupid. I was looking at the recipe of the Soulflow battery, which I already have. I don't even have the Soulflow supercell unlocked. I guess, is there anything I can use these 8 null ovoids on? Yeah, I guess 6 of them can go into a lesser Soulflow engine. Okay, I should have everything, and there we go. Just need to go find another snow minion. There we go, and now which one do I want to pick up? I don't think I really need any more rotten flesh for the time being. I do need string, but I'm gonna pick up this minion. It has served me well, but we will be putting down a snow minion with a lesser soulflow engine and a plasma bucket. Anyways, I suppose all there is left to do is just hit Eman 7. No idea how long this is gonna take, but we shall see. Oh, that's nice. Anti-blood chalice. That is the other talisman that I needed from Eman. However, I do not have any slots currently. I guess I'll go buy some. Hello, Jacobus. And 8 million coins for 2 slots? Yeah, that sounds worth it. I'm also gonna go ahead and turn this off since I really do not need more ferocity. velocity. And honestly, it would just be a waste of soul flow, but that's really nice to have. This mini boss right here should spawn the last boss until 50k XP. My hands are in a little bit of pain, and I can feel the carpal tunnel building. But overall, this grind has been pretty enjoyable. Eman is definitely one of my favorite things to do in this game. By far, my favorite Slayer boss. And honestly, it's a little bit nostalgic going back to doing how I did Eman 9 on my main profile, I think over 2 years ago at this point. FDRCM, well, definitely not meta, is still pretty fun. Accidentally let one of my summons die there because I spawned them in a little bit too early, but it should be fine. And we're on to the last phase here, and I should just be able to nuke it down. And that is it dead. We got some Twilight Arrow Poison, and that is sub 50k XP, and exactly 50,000 XP on the RNG meter.
Like, whatever island has the highest.
Okay, that's another 25k XP done. I think I'm gonna end stream and go do something else for a bit. I'm on the very last boss until 10k XP. This is a very scuffed start. I'm messing up all my keybinds because I tried to get my recording stuff set up. I did not have it turned on, but it should be fine. And it should be going to the last laser phase. So you can grab this beacon and we should just be able to nuke it down after this. And just need to spam hype a bunch, and there we go. 9.9k XP left. And then I'll finally be able to get an Ether Warp. No way, 5,000 XP left. Getting so close. So if I kill this guy right here, this should spawn in the last boss until Eman 7. So hopefully I don't throw. And we're into the first laser phase. Time to give myself carpal tunnel. And here's the second hits phase. And here's the final laser phase. I can just nuke it down after this. And we are about to be Eman 7. There we go. Exactly 100,000 XP on the RNG meter. And we unlock the Soulflow Supercell, Ether Warp Conduit, Ender Relic, and Terminator, as well as 125 Skyblock XP. So let's go talk to Maddox. Looking at the Slayer recipes, we have everything unlocked. The Soulflow Supercell is an insane amount of null ovoids, which I'll just work on that whenever I have the motivation to actually get that much obsidian. It won't be hard, it'll just take a second. And then we of course have the Terminator, which I will not be worrying about today. And what we're here for, the Ether Warp Conduit, which is some null ovoids and 16 refined titanium. Now that refined titanium, I actually went ahead and pre-forged. Since this took a couple days, I just wanted to get it out of the way, and it's just sitting here. So all I need to worry about is the null ovoids. But now in order to actually, well, put it on my aspect of the void, I need to go into boss drops here, and we need an Ether Warp Merger. It is not insanely rare, but it's also not all that common. It is a 0.6% chance to drop, so I'm just gonna be kind of stuck grinding tier 4s until I eventually get one. There is part of me that wants to put my RNG meter on it, but that would be a absolute waste of 100k XP considering it's just not that rare. So I'll just hope that I drop it pretty quickly. Well, I've done another 10k XP and still haven't gotten it. Hopefully I get it in the next 10k. Like all the ones that I invested in, like I invested in as like a, hey, this will make me money. I want to sell these later. I don't want these for net worth. That's like, oh, I got a Void Conqueror. Great. Oh my god, it is rarer. It's 4 times rarer. That's annoying.
Larry, guess what I just dropped?
I swear to god.
I dropped an Ether Warp Merger.
I'm gonna kill you.
I have 2 in my inventory. You want one?
Can I come into your room and hit you with the Endthr pillow?
Sure.
Yippee.
Larry, guess what I just dropped?
I swear to god. Did you get another one?
Yeah, I got another one.
Well, I've been doing Eman for a while, and as you can see, I've done 150,000 XP. The plan was to do an extra 50,000 XP, and if I hadn't got it by that point, I don't want to prolong this video anymore. I'm just gonna meter it. The thing is that I do generally enjoy Eman, so I don't mind doing another 100k XP when I do want to go for core. It just hurts a little bit. But let's go ahead and click on RNG meter. Ether Warp Merger is going to be 118k XP. I'm just gonna select that, and now I just need to go beat one boss. If I kill this mini, I think it should spawn the boss. Ah, yes, it did. Base the overflux, spawn in the summons, and, well, now we just slap it a bunch. The more I've done these, the more I've just kind of been able to do Eman on autopilot. It is nice to be able to do it again, since I really had not done much since I hit Eman 9 in my main. Alright, now we're on to the last laser phase, and I'll just be able to right-click a bunch, give myself carpal tunnel, and there we go. My Ether Warp Merger. So I need to go ahead and reset my RNG meter so it's not on there. But now I have it. So now with this merger, I need to go ahead and grab my 16 titanium, and we're going to need a bunch of null ovoids. In specific, 24. So let's just see how many I can make. It says I can make 25. I don't know if I believe that number. I do think I have a couple just sitting here. Yes, I do. So that means I'm going to need to make 22. Oh, I think I just have enough. Great, okay. Well, guess I don't have to mine any obsidian. But now if I slap this in the center and surround it with these null ovoids, we get an ether warp conduit, which if I then take this aspect of the void, and I believe it's ether warp merger and then conduit on the bottom, yep, we get, again, an aspect of the void, but this time with the ability ether transmission, which means I am going to have an ether warp on my AOTV, meaning I don't have to suffer anymore. Like, look at this. I can teleport so far away. It's so nice, which means I'll actually be able to do, like, routed mining efficiently now. Oh, I gave myself carpal tunnel just for this, but I have it now. Yeah, now there's really not a ton I can do with this. It's, like, literally just QOL and better mining rates. But I mean, hey, it's a thing, and I have it. And I just spent like a solid 3 months trying to make this thing. Yay. And after over 1,000 hours of playtime in this profile, it's finally done. I have it. And that's it. Thank you for making it through an hour and 40 minutes of me just yapping. And if you did make it this far and are not subscribed, I mean, you probably liked the video, so consider subscribing. It'd help me out a lot. I'm getting pretty close to 50k. If you wouldn't mind dropping a like while you're down there, that would be amazing. But now I'm gonna go take a nap. This has been a pain to edit. Thanks for watching.